In a life of the immortals, on the biggest stage of them all, some will rise, others will fall. 16 years ago, an event was born. An event so sacred, in the modern day, it lives on. The biggest stars in all of EFED entertainment come together for the anniversary of SC Wrestling. And if you think that you've seen a bigger show, you would be mistaken. Unmistaken too.
Ladies and gentlemen and everyone in between, welcome to Mayhem. It's been a while since your man Cheese has been on comms. We've got a massive card for you tonight. Let's get this underway. The world champ is here, and the world champion is going to be put through a goblet of fire right now. LC up to his usual shenanigans. He has put well let me just sum up the situation for the viewers not on the Discord. Your man Cheese has been busy, you haven't heard me on comms for a few weeks. I spoke to LC, I spoke to Gus, two guys in Mayhem, and I said, listen lads, you've got a job to do tonight, and your job is to book a card, and LC booked this godforsaken match. We have Triple Click in the form of Zack Sydel, Rico, and of course Flynn going against Bob Caldwell. Can Bob Caldwell do what Crow done last year at Mayhem, at this very show? Shocked the world against the SFC, I think it was. I can't remember what sort of faction it was. But hey, interesting play here from LC. We know that LC and Bob do not get on. Let's focus a little bit more on the match though. We've got a crazy card as well coming up. Look at a flex from Bob. Little springboard there. Sydel obviously going to sort out the situation very early on. Previous Mayhem champion, Zack Sydel. And it has been announced that the Mayhem Championship will be on the line tonight. A lot of ears perking saying, you know, if Gus and LC are booking the show, surely Gus and LC are probably going to be in the main event for the title. That's the only problem when you give people a risk. But is that the case? We will find out. And if you're wondering, well, why don't I get to book a show? Two of you will next week, do not worry. Until I'm mistaken, it will be a community-based show. And the reason for that is because I don't have it. I don't have it in me. I'm in Amsterdam every single day, guys. I'm planning the show. I'm getting busy. Unmistaken. Selling the final tickets there, and Bob completely wiping out Rico. We're going to try and focus on some action if we get both guys in the ring. I believe that Flynn is the legal man at the moment. We're going to see what Bobby Caldwell can do in this situation. Sydel getting tagged back in pretty quickly. Obviously, Sydel was in this, started off in this, and quite a fast-paced matchup so far. We haven't seen anything worth calling. It's just sort of just been a free-for-all. Like a Bob though, he's going to slam Sydel onto the canvas, going to go for a cover. Marshall's going to cover it. It's not even going to be a 2 count, just a tease over the one. Bob with a nasty knee, now the World Heavyweight Champion of SC Wrestling. Obviously not going to fly. And this is the problem. This is where Crow won. Because the tag team partners didn't help him. They didn't help their man getting pinned. They just sat there and watched, basically. You know, so this is where Bob can prevail. Can he capture that moment, that one lucky shot, as Logan Paul would say, the back of Rico's head, as beautiful as it always was. Look out. Lovely move there from Bob. And he's flexing again. I mean, he's world champ. It's got to his head, I think. He thinks he's better than he is, this guy. Sydel trying to make the awkward crawl. Not really crawling. Just going to get back up to his feet. I thought he was considering going for the tag, but maybe not. Bob. It's got to Bob's head, isn't it? It really has got to Bob's head being champ. I remember when this guy was a nobody. A no man. Look at him. Watch out, because Rico's tagged in. Oh, nasty boot to the face. Rico with the kick up, though. Rico, obviously one of the many men that love to do the beautiful, beautiful skull crusher. Saw Gus do it last week. Oh, slap, 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 and a triple slap for the triple click. I like it. I like it. A little bit of a reference there. Nasty punch. Rico's going to take Bob to the outside, right into the shark tag, really, because you've got Flynn sat there. And look at this from Rico. We love Rico, goddammit. I want him to be on Mayhem for seasons to come. A lot of things have happened as well since the man Cheese has been on commentary. Obviously, I've missed commentating on Mayhem. I know there was absolutely not even a Mayhem show last week. A few people could be worried. A few people could be saying, has the ember burnt? Is all that's left of Mayhem just a bit of ash now? Has the fire been put out? Do you know what I say to you? Anyone who asks that question, behave. I've had to put Mayhem in the list of priorities further down because I'm mistaken. I tell you what, it's going to be the best thing you'll ever see. Just like Flynn and Rico teaming up together is always going to be the best thing that you could ever see. I mean, there's no chance Bob walks away the winner in this matchup unless he finds, like I said, that perfect opportunity, that 1 second, technically 3 seconds if you're going for the cover. So you know what I mean, he needs to find that special moment. But like I said, 7 matches in this card tonight. Flynn going to go for the cover on Bob now, going to try and end this. Bob with a kick up. I can see Elsie in the stands watching. Obviously pissed off. Like I said, this motherfucker attacked him in his home. In front of Casey Adams. And I'll give you a little bit of a teaser. We've got Casey Adams in action tonight. Going against someone she believed she should have been fighting a long time ago. Who is that? We'll wait to find out, I suppose. Look at Rico though. Controlling the pace of this matchup so far. We're going to be taking Bob into the danger zone. Who's going to be tagged in? No one. Oh, cheeky punch there from Sydel. And you've got to ask yourself, who is the leader? You know, Sydel prided himself really on being the leader of Royal Guard way back when. And I kind of feel like he is the main man here as well. Bob obviously going to go for a quick cover here. The team are not interested. This is what SFC done. They're not interested in breaking up the pin. I suppose it's a test, especially for Sydel, previous Mayhem champion, previous Interstar champion. You know, he's got the most accolades. He's watching these guys, and he's going to see a quick cover here from Bob. If Sydel does break that one up, I suppose that was quite a devastating move. You never know. Rico could have been out for a couple of seconds. Just a bit of an insurance call there from Sydel. But yeah, like I said, Sydel, he's got the accolades. He doesn't need to prove anything. But I think, you know, he can watch the other guys in this faction. He can test them. What is this guy doing? Well, he just completely just flexes on everyone. Got the fucking Premier League logo on his fucking shorts. Rico back up to his feet really quickly. first match of 7 tonight, the opener tonight. You have not missed any action apart from this. If you have just tuned in, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, go in the comments, and I don't know, just say anything. Unmistaken 2, baby. Get that hype train going. Rico trying to get Bob to fade, but not going to happen. And Bob there with the knuckles straight into the temple almost of Rico. Can't take many of those to the temple. We're going to take Rico into the top turnbuckle, the famous one-way ticket to the Turnbuckle City. Turnbuckle Town would be better. Hang on, he's going to lift him up and he's going to bomb him straight down. I wish Bob would pay more attention on actually fighting instead of this egotistical shit that he's doing right now. I hate it when a world champion becomes champion, defends once or twice and thinks they're the GOAT. You got to go through Nolan tomorrow. And after Nolan, you got to go through 1 or 2 people. If you are so successful to beat the sickest CUNT in all of wrestling. Sydel there to lend a hand to his teammate. Bob just getting rid of that situation. Rico going to try and make the climb over to Flynn. Or Flynn is now in the ring. Flynn in the ring. What's Bob thinking here? Straight down to the canvas. Not finished yet. I'll tell you what, Bob, for a guy on his own, he's been doing very well. You've got to give him that. He's held his own, he's not been outnumbered, even though, you know, the odds are against him, but he's literally outnumbered. Gonna go for another cover on Rico. Teammates are deciding not to actually get involved, and oh my god, Bob Caldwell picking up the W then! Holy hell! Who saw that coming?
Here is your winner.
Who saw that coming? Wow! That was not LC's intentions. He wanted to embarrass Bob Caldwell tonight, and Sydel's got to be having words. Got to be having words with his faction. Why? How? He's got to be speaking to Flynn. I can imagine we'll be having a very frustrated triple click. We're moving on to next week. Butch is walking down to the ring. Though obviously made his return to Mayhem, or SCW shall we say, quite recently. Partaken in a first blood match, and that was a brutal fight. And you know, we gotta love Butch, the Anonymous. Yet to prove his point. Yet to get the fans to answer the question as to why. Why are you back? What is your dream? What is your goal? Well, we'll see tonight. LC and Gus obviously thought Butch was worth booking. And he is fired up. The crowd fired up. But who will Butch be going against tonight? When LC and Gus showed me the card, I just said, yeah. Do I remember the card? No. I remember the main event, a very controversial main event, and the opener that we just saw. But who's coming out now? You couldn't even tell me. That's Jamie Taylor. I know the entrance. I know the lights. God damn it. Jamie Taylor, what can I say about Jamie Taylor? One of the greatest signings Mayhem have produced, really. Rose from the ashes like a phoenix and has been on top, on his game, making a name for himself. One of the most recognised Interstar champions, obviously took it off Jake Brex at Freefall in pay-per-view, highly recommended as one of the best pay-per-views SCW has ever produced. And he probably lost it in, and I don't want, you know, this is no disrespect to Liam, but he probably lost it in one of the worst matches SCW's ever produced. Liam managing to take the championship just from the ladder when Jamie was just away from keyboard, if you will. Momentarily. Marsha is going to signal though, we are going to get it underway. Obviously a white mat fight because we have a white mat now. We don't have no logos on the ring mat. Product placement. Nice punch here. Look at Jamie Storm. Jamie Taylor. Suplex. Butch back up to his feet. I don't know if I saw these guys fight already. I'm not 100%. I may have put these two together a couple of weeks ago. If I did, it was poor booking decisions from Elsie and Gus, but I'm sure these two will put on a show nonetheless. And like I said, Mayhem champion will be defending tonight. There's not really been a reign with the Mayhem Championship for a while. No one's really held it for a good amount of time since Douglas. Now Butch to the chops and a nasty kick. Not even knocking Jamie over though. I mean, this guy close to a super heavyweight, surely, potentially is a super heavyweight. But look at that. Butch picking him up. Fireman's carry like it's nothing, face first into the apron there. Referee going to start the count. Over here at Mayhem, we don't like the count. If it ever gets to 10, I'll probably tell those boys to get back in the ring and restart. Oh, right into the ring post there. Marsha trying to get both wrestlers in the ring. Jamie Taylor just finding his feet for the moment, getting his balance. Butch being respectful. This is what I like. I like it when two guys are in the ring, they respect each other a bit. They don't go for these cheap shots. Trying to put Jamie Taylor to sleep. Reading him a lullaby. Is it going to be enough? It does not look like it. Jamie Taylor getting him out of that. We even have the green shirted man in the audience tonight. Unfortunately not in the front row. Oh, Jamie Taylor missing the target. Nobody's home the second time. Springboard gonna work. Connects beautifully. Fired up now is Jamie Taylor. Number one. We the ones. Cover here from Butch. Is it going to be enough to put Jamie Taylor down? Kick out just after the two. Shoulders up. And when you've got that weight distribution, it's going to be kind of hard to keep his shoulders down. I mean, I'm not calling Butch a small dude. He's not a small dude by any means. Got that Jet Saturn build. Hang on. He's going to send it now. Crowd getting their money's worth. Beautiful, risky move there from Jamie Taylor onto that hardwood flooring. Oh, the disrespectful back kick there to the face. And I think we're going to see it one more time for good measure. Butch back up to his feet. Jamie Taylor now going to take Butch into the ring. No weapons can be used in this matchup. Standard rules apply. Pin and submission is the only way to get your man out. And Jamie Taylor looking to try and end this right now with a submission of his own. Is it going to be enough? Is Butch going to get out of it? Now I think Butch managing, dropping those elbows there right to the ribs and to the face, busting Jamie Taylor open. Look out. Not done yet. Gotta love the nasty knee connecting. Butch finding that extra bit of momentum. Considering the cover, gotta go for the cover now. It's gonna be a 1. Marshall's counting, not gonna be a 3 count. Obviously ring break is in this. Ring break, rope break. That's how much we don't use it. I don't even remember the name. Rope break is on in this matchup, so if you do want to try and swim over to the ropes when you're in a time of need, you can if you want to get out of harm's way. Jamie Taylor going to send it again, but Butch not falling for that the second time. What's Jamie Taylor thinking here? Going to take him straight to the apron, face first, and now, you know, if you're going to make me bleed, I'm going to make you bleed too, says Jamie Taylor, and now showing how ruthless he can really be. Butch back in the ring. Jamie Taylor going to take a little walk around no man's land. He's going to weigh all his options. Nothing's off the table at the moment. Hang on. Thought they were going to take it to that danger zone, that famous Chemical Kevin Josh Valentine's corner. Butch going to want to try and get out their start, or at least restart that counter one. Now Jamie Taylor launching Butch, and they're going to be fighting near the ramp. This is not what you want when you've got count out on. And any hardcore fans sitting down watching, do not stress, there will be an Extreme Rules matchup coming up later on tonight, and a spine buster there from Butch. Straight onto that hardwood floor he goes, Jamie Taylor. You can almost hear it ricocheting all the way through the arena. Butch going to take a walk, going to get back into the ring. Jamie Taylor with a nasty kick. Straight the second Butch got back into the ring. Not enough time to even rip. Hang on. Going to go for that submission again. Rope break though. As I said, it's going to be a very important tool. You want to utilise it any chance you get in this matchup. In most of these matchups tonight. Going to go for the cover now is Butch, and another rope break. What's he thinking now? Onto the corner. Middle rope and dropping the leg straight to the throat. Cutting out all the oxygen. Jamie Taylor now going to go for the run. Butch is in the perfect position for him to drop that knee. Marshall is down. It's going to be the count. Is it going to be enough to put this one to bed? No, it's not, because Butch gets out of it, shoulders up. Hell of a contest between these two. Very evenly matched so far. Jamie Taylor though looking to try and put this one to bed. Say good night. Going to go for the cover now. Marshall is taking a long time to react. We're going to have a one. We're going to have a two. Could it be? Then yes it is. Jamie Taylor picking up the W and putting this one to bed. Congratulations to him, of course, but hell of a performance there from Butch. And
here is your winner.
Great couple of fights we've had so far tonight. Jamie Taylor just going to sit in the ring, be patient with it. So we're going to be getting ready for match 3 of 7 tonight. And it's going to be the world champion walking out.
The following is scheduled for one fall.
With her tag team partner, of course, women's tag champion. Not sure why Tony's decided not to wear it tonight.
The world women's champion,
Jazz fired up, obviously. Going against Chloe Miyu, EK Unmistakable 2 June 2nd main event. Not only that, Jazz and Tony will be defending their tag titles tomorrow night at the very, very long awaited Homicide. Interesting entrance there from Jazz and Tony. It looks like it will just be Jazz, then Tony will be the manager in this matchup.
and Amy.
And you have seen it right. Casey Adams. She's been talking about this match for a long time. Not the one she wants. She wants the world championship. But look, if LC's booking the fight, I'm sure he's gonna manage to get Casey against Jazz. And I respect that. Gotta do what you gotta do. And of course, Amy Angus will be assisting Casey Adams, and we'll be seeing Casey and Amy go against Jazz and Tony, and another tag team, I believe, a triple threat tag team for the titles tomorrow night. So I suppose this will be a little bit of a signal who is going to get the W. Will Jazz put all of her efforts in? Will she just put half in, knowing what she's got to do in the next couple of weeks? 2 massive title fights. This one, you know, it depends how you look at it. Does this fight matter to each opponent? Maybe it matters differently. Jazz going to send it though. Crossbody to the outside. Referee going to start the counting. Both opting for the half and half hair. I'll rate the hairstyles from these two. Hopefully one of the managers can start distracting the referee. The last thing we want is a count out. Gives me paranoia every time I see the numbers getting counted. Alright, chill out, Mark. Why is Mark here anyway? What's this? Why is it? Oh, what's going on here? Who said Mark could come back? Mark has been fine all night, and then Mark just makes an appearance out of nowhere. Especially when Jazz has literally beaten up Mark twice in ring. Doesn't matter. Casey Adams, nasty kick. Of course, he's going to go for a pedigree then, but Jesus Christ, Jazz's face busting on that canvas. If women could bleed, I think there would be blood right about now. Casey Adams controlling this at the moment, showing why she deserves the SCW World Women's Championship. And look, I think whoever wins out of Chloe and Jazz, you could certainly add Casey to that talking point next, along with Alex Steele. And obviously Warrior Val coming back last week attacking Alex Steele. No one quite knows the lore behind that. Casey going to send it now. Jazz kicking up, getting back to her feet really quickly, but to no avail. Interesting pin here from Casey Adams. It's going to be a 2, but Jazz kicking out of it. Fired up. One of 2 women fight we have tonight. We also have Alex Steele in action a little bit later on. But yeah, like I said, Jazz and Tony have 2, you know, especially Jazz, 2 huge title defenses in the next couple of weeks and 24 hours until the title defense. And I mean, that's what LC done earlier. Well, tried doing by putting Bob in that handicap. He tried wearing Bob down completely, so tomorrow he wouldn't be able to fight. I suppose this is what Casey Adams will be thinking. And well, I'm not sure what Tony Rose is doing, trying to get rid of the turnbuckle here. Casey Adams going to go for a pin on. Oh my God, it's done. Whoa. Not sure what Tony Rose was doing, and Jazz just folded completely. Casey Adams not messing around tonight. It's going to be a hell of a fight tomorrow for the Tag Championships. Make sure you check it out. Congratulations, of course, to Casey Adams. One step closer to I'm not going to say completing her story. She's not Cody Rhodes, for goodness sake. I'm still quite surprised. You don't really ever see Jazz get squashed, and I'm sorry, but that was a squash. Previous Mayhem and International Champion, Tag Champion as well, held a lot of what there is in this company. Different rankings, if you will. He's held, you know, the main show title. He's held the mid-card title. And he's held the tag titles. Still needs that World Championship around his waist. Will we ever see that from Brian Douglas tonight? Who is he going against? Of course. Of course. Nolan Wright. Massive night tomorrow for Nolan. And he's putting too much on it as well, emotionally. He's spoken to me. He's been in the car park. He's talking out loud sometimes to himself. What's next if I lose? I'm done if I lose. I I can't see any light if I lose, but stop thinking about losing. The second you consider yourself as a loser is the second you get pinned. You're going to win tomorrow night is the mentality you need to have when you're going into a World Championship bout. You can't think of the possibilities, the negatives. Brian Douglas getting this match underway. Nasty kick to the back. And I suppose this, I'm not sure, the reasoning between this, was it Gus, was it LC who booked this one? I think if they just had to balance the books a little bit, if you get Bob fighting, you're going to have Nolan fighting at least, so, you know, they're a little bit tired, both of them. Obviously, Homicide coming out tomorrow night. It's been a very long-winded, overdue pay-per-view. A full match card will be revealed just after tonight. There are some extra fights, it's not only the 3 that you will see on the Discord at the moment. Obviously the massive main event, the final chapter of Spring Slaughterhouse. Brian Douglas going to try and go for an extremely early cover on Nolan Wright. It's going to be a 1, but not enough to put this one to bed, of course. We've had one squatter tonight in the form of Jazz and Casey. I can't imagine we'll be seeing it in 2 champions, or previous champion, shall we say, for Brian Douglas. And if you are only a Mayhem watcher and you haven't seen the pay-per-view, firstly, what are you doing with your lives? The Angel of Death, Trevor Dennis, Nathan Thunder took the championships. The People's Champions, you could call them. Everyone was extremely happy and proud to see them as champions. But I mean, we love the Douglas reigns. Fired up tonight. Knows what he's up against, and very, very fired up. Nolan himself. Nolan has to have the momentum. He has to win this one because Bob has. It's a game of cat and mouse at the moment, and you know, Bob's proved it tonight, and he's proved it in a way that Nolan can't. He's proved it by not, you know, you could say beating 3 people. I'm sure a few people would argue he beat 1 and the other 2 watched. But for Nolan's mental health, for his mental state, he has to do this tonight. Brian Douglas looking for like a bear hug or something. The strength from that man in Los Angeles, California. Going against the legend from down under. Out in the bush. Brian Douglas going to opt for the outside. Nolan not really noticing, or just not really caring. Yes, he noticed. Jesus Christ, he noticed. And a goddamn front flip for good measure. Brian Douglas and Nolan Wright, both with some interesting and unique ink, it has to be said. Not your average tattoos. Nolan swapping it around. What's he thinking? Douglas up to his feet, going to go for the punch. Controlling Douglas at the moment. And that's what we know from Nolan. That's what we love to see from Nolan, right? We'll see you next week. We have Brian Douglas against the barricade. Nolan not looking to capitalise. Nolan, please get outside. Get outside. Get outside. Nolan, don't do this. That's not how you win. That's not how you win, Nolan. That's not how you win. That's not how you win. Wow. Wow. A future world champion, and that's how you do it. Look, hey, you got to preserve your body. You got to preserve yourself for tomorrow night. An interesting strategy, not one that I would go for myself, but look, You have to do what you have to do. And that's how a sick CUNT does it, I suppose. Fair play. Look, I can't be mad. I can't be mad. You've got to do what you've got to do in this world to survive. Alright. I said alright, but I don't even know who's coming out. Like I said, I didn't book this card. Alex Steele.
It's scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the
Obviously
ring
Gladiator
from
champion.
Sydney, Australia, the Action Champion.
Impressive reign. And I don't mean championship reign, to be fair. Obviously she's only been champion. That wouldn't make much sense. But just impressive since coming over to SCW. A signing to be proud of for Mayhem. She's beat some very, very highly rated wrestlers in this industry. A lot more established in SCW than herself, but it's meant nothing. And now rocking the Gladiator Championship. I know, deep down, she's going to want to try and go for that World Championship soon enough. And I think what we're going to do is, once Alex Steele drops or loses the title, whatever happens to this, then we will put all 3 or 4 Gladiator champions, previous Gladiator champions, in a fatal 4-way, and the winner will go for the World Championship. Be that in Jazz's or Chloe's hands at that time, we will find out. Loy, you can call her Laura Roy, but we call her Lloyd. Always just hypes up the fans. An interesting wrestler to watch for sure. If I have to be honest, I don't want to offend anyone. I don't see it going Laura's way tonight. Although we've had some surprises. This Mayhem, we've had some surprises so far. I'm not going to give it away, I'm not going to spoil it. But the opener surprised the hell out of me. Jazz and Hasty. The end surprised the hell out of me. We could see another surprise tonight. Obviously a non-title fight, this one. Alex Steele, Laura, Roy. Marsha is back in the ring, thank God. Lovely, lovely sequence there from Loy. We love Loy. Kick to the midsection. Another one for good measure, and now knocking Alex Steele to the floor. Repeating the move. Look, we're not fans of repeaters here. Rinse, repeat and recycle. Do that with your cardboard for sure, but well, why would you rinse cardboard? Look at Laura. Buzzed. Elated. Alex Steele just needs to sort of get out of this situation and try and find their own momentum, because at the moment this is Laura's fight to control. But completely missing the target there. And she's like a goddamn gazelle. She moves so quick. The blue and white, interesting attire. Now it looks like Alex Steele is going to get out of this. Punches to the midsection, and now a punch to the face for good measure. Obviously won that Gladiator Championship against, I believe it was Lorelei. Lorelei won it against Amber Wright. Going to be looking for a new contender soon enough. Drop kick there from Alex Steele. Sending Laura to the danger zone, no man's land. Is Marshall going to be doing the count in this matchup? We're not going to see another count out. Not on my Mayhem. Alex Steele there, nasty knee to the face. Fighting outside that hardwood flooring. Alex Steele now thrown back into the ring. We're going to have Laura Roy just sort of doing what Bob was doing a little bit earlier on and just getting the fans on. Look, I like it. Get the fans riled up. We want to give them a show, but they want to see some fighting. That spinning kick there was beautiful. It didn't really do much. Looked better than it delivered. Look out, Alex still going to jump over the body and not done yet. Beautiful work there from Alex Steele. Drive the face straight to the knee, and now a little bit of suplex time. I was hoping that was going to come my way, else I would have called that completely wrong. Sort of running a little bit weirdly. Injured potentially. Or it could have just been a strap. Look out. Marshall just chilling. Everyone in the audience wondering, is it the Gladiator champion who's going to come away with this? Is it going to be Lloyd? Alex still going to go for the cover now. Marshall is going to counter it. Is this going to be the end? No, just a kick out after the 2 count. Close cover there. Laura going to use the ropes to try and help her get back in this, but outside isn't a good place. If that's the thing, you can just get rugby tackle. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Jesus Christ. Landed awkwardly on the hardwood floor and didn't pave the way that she wanted it to go. Trying to go for that standing moonsault didn't really work out in her favour. Got an Extreme Rules fight coming up just after this one. Alex Steele looking to try and end this right now. Going to go for the pump handle, going to try and put this one to bed. Hang on. Laura Roy turning it around and Marshall just completely spinning out. Now Laura with the nasty kicks straight to the chest. Mayhem Championship on the line. Main event tonight. Laura Roy is going to go for the cover out on Alex Steele. Is it going to be enough? And it is then. That's quite a surprising end. And I said it at the beginning, I didn't think that Laura would walk away with the W, but congratulations to her, of course. And there we go. I mean, Alex Steele and Jazz Shawbridge, both women's champions, picking up the L's tonight. Quite surprising for sure, but congratulations to Loy. As always, we'll be moving on to the Extreme Rules portion of the night. Second and 3rd of June, you do not want to miss it. We have Ghoul and Liam in action then. Speaking of the 2nd and 3rd of June, myself versus Ghoul. It's going to be one of the greatest fights I will ever put on. Ghoul going to go for the cover quickly on Liam here. It's going to be the 1. It's going to be the 2. Kick out though from Liam. And of course, this is the Extreme Rules fight of the night. I'm hoping that Liam can put Ghoul down very, very nicely. Put him through a goddamn table at the very least. Liam, obviously, current Interstar champion. Gonna go outside and bring the first weapon in tonight. Marsha is not going to be doing that goddamn count out. Sledgehammer to the midsection, but Ghoul moving out of the way. Liam in control. And that's what I like to see. I'm pretty much here. You know, I ain't been commentating in a couple of weeks. I said I'd come and commentate tonight. Watch Ghoul get his ass kicked. Liam with the cover. It's going to be a 2 count. Now Liam going in with the sledgehammer. Ghoul going to be leaning against the ropes, and he is going in. Got to be said. And a lot of people are going to be wondering then the main event. There's a few people that we haven't seen booked so far. I will give it away to you. It's a fatal 4-way for the Mayhem Championship. It was teased already on the Discord earlier on. A fatal 4-way. Who will be in it? Will the bookers of the show be that goddamn arrogant to put themselves in it? Surely not. Speaking of surely not the greatest force ever. When in doubt, go for surely not and you'll be fine. Heads banging together. And look, I mean, Ghoul, this little snake. And it's just so fitting that he wears green. He said it's for Havoc, but it's because he's a slippery snake. If he was in Harry Potter, it'd be in Slytherin. Interstar champion fired up. Needs to try and get his head in the game, because the last Ghoul fight I had I couldn't say privilege of commentating for. Ghoul won. I'm not about to sit down and see the same thing happen again today. Onto the apron. Quite a shit move, really. Overdone. Boring. Washed up. Got the sledgehammer. And that's why this is Extreme Rules, because I mean, Ghoul can't fight without weapons, this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Can't even spell suplex. But I respect LC and Gus. They knew what they were doing, putting Ghoul against a champion tonight. Ghoul trying to end this now. Got Liam in a hold. Surely it's not going to be enough. You are not a proud champion if you give up now. It's not going to be. It's not going to be. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit distracted. My daughter is freaking me out right now. Your bad cheese will be back in literally 2 seconds. I got quick to move on. Liam could have put the cover. There's going to be a kick out from Ghoul. Alright, we've got Liam. Hang on. Ghoul is outside of the ring. Your man cheese is a little distracted, but I'm going to do my best. Liam's going to send it. Absolutely sending it to Ghoul. And yeah, you are the one, my son. You are the one. Yeah, I'll give you a raise. If you win tonight, you get a raise. It's that simple. We had a little conversation there, me and Liam, bit of back and forth. The man from Leeds. Used to call DJ the man from Leeds, but DJ's just a poser, god damn it. An absolute poser. Went over to the other show. Broke my heart. Ghoul going to be thrown into the ring. Liam is going to be looking for a weapon. He's going to bring the bat in. I like this. Insult to injury there. Ghoul's favourite weapon is Ghoul's bat as well, I believe. As he just fed it to the shark, has he just given Ghoul the weapon to use against him? No, he has not. We're talking about Liam. Liam wrestling, guys. Liam is brutal. He may have won the Interstar Championship match in a controversial way, but he won it nonetheless. That That's the important thing to take away from this. Liam now going to go for the cover on goal. Marshall is down. It's going to be a 1. Is it going to be enough to go down? And it is. And this guy thinks he can beat me. This guy thinks he can beat me. I mean, yeah, we're both old. And so what? Congratulations, of course, to Liam. There's only one thing left to do tonight. And that's put the Mayhem Championship on the line. The main event. It is time. Who will be coming out? I said it's a fatal 4-way. The first person walking down the ramp is going to be LC. Of course he done it. Of course he put himself in the main event. It's not like I've given him a golden opportunity tomorrow night. I suppose he's just backing himself in case the inevitable happens. But we don't even know who else he is facing tomorrow. We don't know who else he's facing right now. We know Ghost is defending, but who are the other two? If Gus helps book the fight, you can sure as hell argue that you'd be seeing the Aberdeen Destroyer walking down as well. Are they that vain? And just to be sure, as I said, a few people can book Mayhem next week. I'll pick the two talents. But we've got to give the champion a break. There will be no Mayhem Championship next week. Of course. You son of a bitch. But you beautiful son of a bitch. Look at that smile, he knows what he's done. Gus and LC. Ghost is going to be backstage, pissed off, seeing this man walk down. And if I was LC and if I was Gus, I would back away after the end of this one. Don't wink at a goddamn camera. Is this the way you win your championship, Gus? Is this the way you do it? I put you under the microscope. I gave you a test to see what you would do, and I tell you what, you done it. But if you lose tonight, that would be embarrassing. Brave move, Gus. You could have had Darren Matthews like I asked you to. Oh, hang on, no way. You've got to be kidding me. Can we please insert Michael Cole? Could it be? I mean, it has to be. The song, the lights. Ghost already thought it was going to be a nightmare. But it's just got cranked up again. He is here.
Weighing in at 161 pounds, the Superstar.
Honestly, you look at Unmistaken 2 and you see the fights that have been confirmed. And this one, someone compared it to the Saw franchise. They said it would be sadistic. They said it would be unforgiving. Putting Crow and Ghost in one of the craziest matchups we've ever had. Taking falls count anywhere to the extreme. These guys can fight on the street. These guys can fight in the car park. These guys can fight downtown. They can take it wherever the hell they want. And I'm sure they are going to. But you know what? I was looking down on LC and Gus. I thought putting themselves in the main event, really. But then I saw this piece to the puzzle, and I'm excited. I don't know how Ghost is feeling. We're going to be finding out very, very soon. But let's not look at who's in the ring. Let's look at who's walking out. Let's put some respect on his name. We're not looking at 3 people that could win the championship tonight. This is Ghost's fight to lose. Don't know why he's decided not to walk out with the championship. Bit of a interesting move. Maybe Raven Black's holding on to it. No one knows. Or maybe we have an attire problem, but it's all good. Ghost in his white drip, iced out sunglasses. He would put fear in the biggest man alive. Because this guy is, I was going to say this guy. This thing is no man. He's a monster right there. And I don't know about Saw. I think maybe the Saw franchise is a little extreme. But I do think that Crow and Ghost will be one of the most anticipated, most bloody, most disturbing matches that SCW will ever see. The mind games, the spirits, the alter egos, the personalities, just all of it together in one fight. It's gonna be crazy. You almost forget about the size difference. That's usually the selling point when you have a fight like that, a giant versus a small dude, we're gonna call him. Crow still wearing a jacket, a little bit interesting. But here we go, Mayhem Championship on the line. I'm not sure if 2K even registered it, but it is on the line. Do not stress, we will see at the end, I suppose, if they celebrate with it. LC going to go for the cover. It's going to be broken up instantly though from Ghost. And this will be an interesting one. I was given no stipulation as to whether it was going to be, not a stipulation, but I was given no reference. You know, are we going to be going, hang on, there's no chance. There's no chance. You're 400 pounds, goddammit. The Ghost can fly. Jesus Christ. But like I was saying, I was told, you know, no elimination or anything like that. I wasn't told the ins and outs, the rules. And for some reason Mark is back. But we're just going to go for the classic fatal 4-way. Obviously, we choose off. But the first pinfall gets the W. Crow could get it against Gus right now. So that's the thing. Ghost doesn't have that champion's advantage. He could not even be a part of the pinfall that takes place and lose the championship still. Not a situation you want to be in. Ghost and Gus, now we've seen these two many a times before. And, you know, as much as I don't want to see it, no offense, LC and Gus, you have to win this. Putting yourselves in this match would be too much of an embarrassment for you both. Like I said, I respect the hell out of the fact we put Crow in it. One of the biggest win-loss records, or one of the most impressive, shall we say. Biggest doesn't really sum up the magnitude of Crow's record. I believe it's a 10-2 at the moment. One of the only records we count. It's one of the only records worth counting. Who will be the show's champion though, coming out of tonight, the Mayhem champion, going into season 5, I suppose. Because we are already a couple of weeks away, as crazy as it seems. It's crazy, it really is crazy. A year of SCW, the anniversary. It's, you know, you look at LC, especially, I suppose, and you could add Ghost to this as well. You know, look at where they started, those two. Ghost, I mean, especially, didn't have a championship for, I think, 8-9 months in this industry. LC, a laughingstock, someone I would just not even consider ever having a Mayhem after he disrespected me, disrespected the show, and now one of the first people I want to save really on Mayhem coming to the next season. It's great to see how these characters have grown, developed, matured as well. Crow going to go for the cover now on LC, looking to be the new champion tonight. Is Gus going to let it fly us in front of him? Surely not. The size between Crow and the Gus. We love to see it, but we know size means nothing when it comes to Crow, and I don't mean that in the naughty way. It's just Crow is absolutely brutal. He beat Jake Brax, previous UFC World Heavyweight Champion. Gus is looking for a weapon. Crow and Ghost fighting LC and Gus, the bookers of tonight's show. Let us know how they've done. How did you find the show? Did you find the fights good? Evenly matched or random? I mean, well, the first definitely wasn't evenly matched. LC laid out. Ghost chilling. Gus and Crow fighting in the ring. Massive, massive pay-per-view tomorrow night, same time as Mayhem drops. It's summertime, so Mayhem will be on later during the summer, 11 PM BST, British summertime, 6 PM Eastern. You guys can work it out for yourself what that means whenever it will come true, because I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, Mayhem, like I said, yeah, so it will be on a little bit later, 11 PM each night. That's 2 hours after Crash Course and Warzone usually come there, and 2 hours after Mayhem used to come there during the winter months. So it should be pretty easy to follow. But yeah, Homicide, Final Destination. It is the Final Destination. The last time for people to try and get themselves on the map. I mean, we've got the women's tag titles up tomorrow night. You know, that title will only be defended. Hang on, Crow, go for the cover here. That title will only be defended at Unmistaken if Jazz and Tony are champion, because we can't really put Jazz through 2 fights in a massive pay-per-view like that. So it's a huge night for these females to try and get that W. Crow and Ghost fighting again. LC making Crow bust wide open. That sound, no, bleed. They made him bleed. Just gonna go for the cover and Ghost. Kendo stick in play. Crow gonna go to the ring, making Gus bleeding. Ghost now. Crow gonna go take those kendo stick shots. Gus has switched that over, now he's fighting with LC. Crow not having it though, and then ham with the kendo on LC and Gus. Ghost top rope. Jesus Christ, what a cutter. Everyone's just completely spinning out right now. Ghost is controlling this. LC going to be caught lacking there from Ghost. 2 men outside. This is the opportunity really for Ghost to try and go for it against Crow. And imagine if it is against Crow, a nasty knee there, driven to the face. He is going to go for the cover on Crow, and he's going to be able to react in time. It's going to be a 2, and still. Well, that makes it interesting going towards Unmistaken. Ghost picking up the W on Crow. And congratulations, and still Mayhem champion. I'm not sure, like I said, why The championship isn't on display. We have designed a new one. Maybe I didn't add it to this, universe. That's my bad. But congratulations to Ghost, and thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow night we have Homicide, the final Spring Slaughterhouse edition, the final destination before Unmistaken 2. 2nd of June, 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3rd of June, yeah, Unmistaken 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I've been your man Cheese. I will see you for Homicide.